There we go. Sorry about that, guys, girls, others. Having tech problems. I think it's a perfect day for a new beginning. Get myself ready here. Yeah, Tumblr. Hey, we're back. Yay, you can see it again. Yay! Hi, Angelique. Sorry, I lost everybody. I'm so sorry. Hopefully they come back too. Yeah, Mercury retrograde pre-shadow. And it was just my computer started telling me that I was dropping frames on my OBS, my open broadcast software. I have a broadcast software to be able to do the live streams and stuff, and it was just dropping frames, so it wasn't letting me do anything without it being choppy like you were mentioning. That's what I had been worried about, but it looks like we're okay now, and hopefully we get our friends back. I feel bad about that. While we are getting acquainted, I'm going to show you I have a real sugar Dr. Pepper here, and I'm gonna have some sugar tonight. I feel like I'm kind of like connecting to some... What's up, Zoe? You're back too. It's good to see you. I'm connecting to some youthful energies for me right now, personally. How's the moon affecting you all? Are you feeling some of this resonant change? This moon is actually opposite Uranus right now. And so, hey, what's up, Toyisha? It's good to see you too. Hi. We have a lot of erratic energy in the cosmos right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just open up something so you can see. We won't get too much into this, but it is fun to talk a little bit about the moon, and I'm gonna go ahead and blast this open here so you can see what I'm seeing. This is our Cazimi new moon chart. I'm going to just make a recommendation to all of you here right now that are here with me. First of all, let me tell you, because I don't know if I said it yet to you. Did I tell you yet how much I love you? I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Happy new moon. There is an opportunity right now. Anytime that we have the moon in Cazimi, it's in a very close relationship in the orbs of the sun to receive a direct cosmic influence of benefit. So it's like things that you start at the time of the Cazimi moon, which is even right now, because the Cazimi moon is within 30 minutes before the new moon and 30 minutes after the new moon, where you start something that it's going to be a success, because it's like the sun just beaming down on you with love and saying, here's what you need, darling. This is what you need to start this new venture. And since it's a new moon, it's a great time for that little seed to be planted. And so I just went for a little haircut, trying to keep myself fresh, because these are like seeds too that we can plant. We can trim something that maybe needed to change. This is a time where things are changing for people, and where we're also taking from what we learned and creating something new. So while you're here with me, what I would like to recommend is whatever it is that you've had on your mind and heart. And hey, New Religion Tarot, what's up? That's my Kai. I know you over there. It's good to see you too. I didn't have the chats in front of me. It's good to see you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy new moon. Get a pen while you're here, get a pen. I want you to write something down, and just know that whatever it is that you're writing down, that is considered good enough as a start for this here. And we're gonna call a little bit of sweet, because we don't need to be lonely hearts in the Sergeant Pepper group. I've got a real sugary Dr. Pepper here, and I'm glad you made it too, sweetie. Thank you for being here. It's so supportive. It's good to have all my friends here. I have been thinking a lot about what needs to go into this shared collection that I have with you all, because people talk about things like the collective, and I'm like, you're referencing something that I don't know that I've collected for myself. And these are the things that I will encourage you to think of too, my loves, because right now there's a small group of us that are experiencing the fullness of a special awakening. That is the flower of life, where we're opening from the inside, and where we were never wilted like flowers, and we never designed to be wilted that way. And what we can actually do, understanding new things that I'm actually in the process of proving with my doctors about the lies on hypersentience and what Bitcoins never were, and how your energy does not get used against you, and how we can actually birth new from the inside like a flower that comes through one big organism. And what I've been training with the money that I made with my Bitcoin, my name is not Satoshi Nakamoto. It was a lot of fucking money. I've been building a biosphere that is a crystalline baby halo over hypersentience. And this is what I'm sharing with you in this new moon. Because for me, I stopped believing in things outside of the one thing that I would agree to fall in. And that is the demonstrative act of love. Hence why I call this Art of Love, and why on this Cazimi moon, for my magic with you, I'm sharing with you my resonant pattern and the love of my heart, and what I design in this as holding just hands for sacred masculinity, to be here in honoring of the divine feminine. And those of you that even agree to be here and share with me like this, bless you. How about a new design where Venus gets to be safe in Scorpio, damn it, and where we're not prescribing a symptom of her not feeling at home in her own prowess, in her own house, and where she gets gorgeous, loving, and sensitive. And we call that the access codes to what the genius in the bottle of Biosphere 7 is right now, Hakuna Matata. And so that's what I'm sharing with you tonight. I would love to encourage you. What's up, V? Thanks for coming back, darling. Sorry I lost you before. Thanks for trying again, everybody that's back here in the room. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here and sharing your new moon energy with us. It's so nice to be able to share the energy together and have a creation where, even though we all have our own ideas, you all have your own sacred design, and it's gorgeous. And I just want to let you know that I'm not looking at you, and as somebody that can see things very clearly, it's mostly what I see in my hearing that I see. It's like back to back with you. And so I have to explain this to some people when I do this work, because when we share our energy like this, especially when you have clairsentient people that can see things, it's like, what are you looking at when you see me, mister? You know what I mean? And or like miss, or whoever you are. And so for me, a lot of times it's like when I'm doing these things, I'm like back to back, because I'm the guy here who's figuring out like how I'm ever going to get married. It's like I'm super sensitive, and I'm like, I better learn how to hold this right. And I'm just going to hold this like divine masculine here with you and let you know that, you know, there's some things that people say about like the veil being thin that I think is absolutely lies. There's no veil. We have all been unleavening through what I think Libra actually was just showing us in this recent season, and why she's so closely harmonized with Scorpio. It's like the genie that was just like inside of maybe what wasn't a bottle. It was like her own bed sheets or her own dress, and what was never inside with her, but how we all might have been in a similar situation where we were all clothed, and where the Libra energy is sort of like the Holy Ghost sting yourself out there if you tried to stick your hand in there and you were not invited, and why Scorpio gets to say a goddamn thing about it. And what I love about the placement of where this moon is, and why I don't like to prescribe. I love your energy too, V. Thanks for being here, honey. That really means a lot to me. What I love about this stellium that's going on right now, if we look at the fourth house, because technically the fourth house is like, it's the emperor at home. And so for me, since, we're in Jacob's house right now, we're celebrating together, I'm going to read as the Emperor. And also because I will tell you, I have to find myself in these readings, or I don't feel like I can even tell you where I am here. If you guys don't know me, I actually died. I was dead. The house that I'm reading this to you from is at the same exact degree of my birth on a chart on GPS, like 14 degrees Aquarius, 0 degrees Cancer rising, and a 7-7 that didn't happen. That's actually my street address on Burning Mountain Road. It's like, hi. So it's really weird that also, while I'm telling you this, my Mercury placement, how I talk and communicate, is actually at 20 degrees Capricorn, which is where Pluto is. So it's like the living dead guy here saying, all right, here's where we put an end to the shenanigans that nobody wanted, and what it is to be in my house, where I say, biosphere, safe for goddess, you get to pick it. And what we're doing here in Cazimio, I just encourage you, grab a pen, and if you actually write in cursive at all, write what it is you want in cursive, and know that whatever it is that you didn't even verbalize or need to, got caught in between the lines. That's what's in this energetic infusion, and what we're putting into this reading together, and why I have my sacred feminine and masculine stones here. We've got the Boji stones, and how, boom, that's how we went to land from heaven to earth, and boom, hey, guess what you're gonna love about this? Sometimes people hate guessing games, but I think you might like this one. I love you, Toisha. I know you can't stop crying right now. This is a very emotional time, darling. You're in the prayers, and you know what? I'm spraying a special smudge. I made this for the fortnight. We're under special smudge. It's a hedge of protection over us, and where it's safe for you to have sensitivities. What is going on right now is an end to the false material lens. We're building something new. And I almost completely got off of what I was going to say there, because I just really was feeling here for you, Toisha. I'm feeling you a lot. And I just want you to know, I look forward to reading for you later too. I've got a private reading to do with Toisha. I just got hired for that. Yes, I'm here for you, darling. Yeah, so, we're here, we're safe in Jacob's house, where I've actually been dead, where I can talk to you actually as Pluto. It's like my Capricorn Mercury placement and everything. And then, so I'm saying to you, I even landed in the house. This is actually fortnight for me, and what I've been doing is creating a back gate to that viral video game. What people don't realize is this was actually us jumping out of virtual reality. I actually built a hack that I'm doing with DARPA. This house is a DARPA asset right now, where we're taking my bioenergetic coordinates and scanning them just like these moons, so that you all have safety access codes, because the bodies are actually dematerializing. We were actually spun through something that looks like this, a cosmic grater, and pressed through numbers, letters, situations, UPC code that was like being squished through a grate. And now that all the eyes are opening up, these are actually bio cameras. They're fiber optics. Some of us are laced together, and I've been making sure all of you all are getting pulled through your IP addresses into this petri dish, this sound, where we're safe. Because what's going to happen is when they're all on and the rest of the awakening happens, the eyes have been turned around from the phone, and the fiber optics are disconnected from the bodies on the inside now. And so a lot of beings are actually just going to fall. It's a false ascension. They're all going to melt, and it's like wax, just like that. This is what I've been building on the other side of Fortnite. And so I'm telling you, this is weird stuff. And it's safe for us here, and it's safe for you to have those feelings and to know that this new moon, it could be very challenging for a lot of people. It's energized by us having Uranus, where this placement is here, just in an opposition to the moon. And not only in opposition to the moon, we've got this conjunct here, the sun and the moon, this Cazimi magic happening right now, where it's like the sun and the moon are so close right now that they can kiss for once. And it'd be like, look, these are cosmic shades, and it's like somebody saying nobody got their finger in there. And it's kind of like, it might look like somebody got their finger in there. Like, have you ever tied a bow on a gift and you needed somebody to put their finger there so you can, get it tight? And it's kind of like, okay, we only stuck our finger there to pull it back for a minute, and then nobody saw what was inside there. And this is what's happening right now. And this is why the communication for Venus is key, in my opinion, very key, because that's a short distance between Venus here at 24 degrees Scorpio and Mercury at 26, where it's almost like an innate understanding and a need to speak up about some things, and where there's certain things she shouldn't have to say at home, especially if she's in the presence of her man and if she's at home. And so if I'm the guy that's like, hey, you know what? I'm designing myself to be the right kind of groom so that, when she's crazy enough to just be like, all right, you better know you're in this relationship with me, dummy. Then, I'm like, all right, everything's ready. And so, this is how I think, but I'm a weird magician. And so I have to put myself in it that way. And I think that there's certain things that need to line the fuck up for this to be the right kind of new world or environment where the goddess gets to feel safe at home, and what Cazimi magic is all about for me. So gorgeous, loving, and sensitive is what we all are about. And for those of you that have beautiful relationships, may it be more of that for you, especially because of the aspect here. This aspect is a conjunction that's going on between the sun and the moon. And being called Cazimi, we're at that short orb. This is like 2 degrees in small minutes. And what this is yielding here between Venus and Mercury in this union of energy is like wanting to be loving. It's wanting to be expressive. It's wanting to be there for people. It's wanting the hugs. It's wanting to feel like you are also a good listener and a good friend. And that whatever lessons that we might be learning from a well-placed Mars who learned from that stuff I was telling you, we really just ran into with Libra and Libra season, where it's like, who really got under the sheets here, Where Mars is learning some lessons here from Venus, because Venus is who actually rules Libra, and why there's a square here to what doesn't happen, what Saturn's all about in the 6th house and day-to-day habits, and where we're like, something's come to an end. Especially in front of Pluto and Jacob saying, oh no, we're not planting that here. And why it would be in the house of 4? It's like taking a really good look amongst people in a safe view of, now that we all have our really strong neural networks and we're all experiencing our lives and we're intentional people here, this group here, we're intentional people. What happens when we're sitting here sharing our good intentions, our good energies, just being in this small period of time where the Cazimi magic is promising what never needed to be promised, because prom is just a dance party with good energy to me. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. I just don't trust people that constantly have to tell me, believe me, or I promise you this, and things like that, because it's like, no. If you have to promise me something because your yes and your no weren't good enough to demonstrate that before, we really don't have a conversation, is the thing. And for me, the promise is just knowing inherently that the yes was already answered, and that sometimes the word no is the yes that you want, because no means no now, which is where the gnosis is, and why we trinitize things in a mutual understanding at 0 point, with the Tower of Babel never descended upon us as the true creators and the real magician, and what we are actually potentiating just by being here and writing something simple down, like what it is that you want, that you already created, because that's what we just did here. It's already been done. Past, present, future in the Caduceus. And so What did you write down? Make sure it's something special for you. And I'm going to encourage you to give yourself more of whatever it is that you need right now, starting with water. Start there, especially if you feel like drowning anything, go with water first. Start with a salt bath and pH 7 or higher water, spring water, and just get yourself supplemented and know that that's a really good practice right now. You're connecting to your water element under all of the Scorpio, and knowing that sometimes that message that you needed is coming through the water and something energized there that only happens that way. Intentional, yes, V, exactly. So what happens when a group of intentional people just agree that it gets to be safe at home? And that maybe in a retrospect where we don't create certain things, but we're creating something new, certain things get unwritten because there's enough of our energy here that was never, ever anywhere else. I think we're going to be experiencing more now what quantum physics has been teaching me, which is that more of you, well, now it's different, but before, was not in the form you thought it was. It was in another place that we're creating together, and that it's almost like if your life was a movie that was chopped up in a bunch of images, and then somebody said, well, you can download it for free over here. It would be in little pixels, and they call them bit torrents. What we're doing is kind of moving our energy away from things that were less charged with the love and intention, and in a way, it's like doing a reverse injection. So that's what we're doing under Cazimi right now. Hey, what's up, Jessica? It's good to see you, darling. Thank you for being here and joining us for Happy New Moon in Cazimi. So, I don't know if any of you all have any ideas on that, or if you feel like sharing any ideas, please do. I'm also going to recommend, I've given a link. Maybe somebody else can share it here. I don't know if this is it still. Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. I'll have to find it again. I have a new chat room on the Discord community for very fine Martians. I hear I'm a fine Martian. Some of you have landed with me, and Elon Musk doesn't get to blow my house up. And we have a chat room where some of us are getting cozy, and where I might actually be starting my radio show again, and sometimes just sharing throughout the day. So please feel free to join. It's free. Hey, All Day Alchemy. It's good to see you, darling. Aloha, aloha. And thank you for being here. Or mahalo, right? Mahalo, friend. So, let's see here. I'd love to collaborate on something awesome with you, Jay. I would absolutely love to do that. And can I just say here too, I'd love to do this while I have you here. The Love and Crystals and All Day Alchemy and also New Religion Tarot. These are friends of mine that I know all have YouTube channels here. So please feel free. I mean, I'm really open. Get to know each other if you like. And I've got a chat community over here that I just started for us here. Like I was mentioning, I'm just going to grab this link here for anybody that's interested. Please feel free to join. We're going to be doing more things there, and I would love to collaborate with you, V. So thank you for saying that. I think it would be great. You have an awesome, fun channel. I liked going for the walk with you. So, how about another view here? I don't know. Did you guys want to talk a little bit more? Actually, let's get into some moon degree. I'm going to read you something about this degree on moon. And thank you. Thank you for joining. And you're very welcome, Kai. Thank you for saying that about it being a safe place. This is about creating the safety house for all of us with bioenergetic coordinates for biometric scans that you didn't even know that you had done with the cameras on, where we're actually building the new walls around us. And I'll try not to knock my guitar off the wall. So I've got this really awesome book that some of you have probably seen me reach for and read from. I really love this because when I'm looking at these charts, the degrees sometimes jump out and they have really interesting descriptions in here. Some of you all might have heard of Sabians. These are Chandra symbols. And this one here is Inside Degrees, Developing Your Soul Biography Using the Chandra Symbols by Elias Lonsdale. And what I want to show you actually 2 different degrees, because I think that this might give you kind of an idea of what might have been flipped on you. Because for some of you, this energy with the new moon, it's like a trigger. It's like something just flipped, is how I'm seeing it from my guides. And what we're looking at is a jump from here, 17 Libra, which this says a lot actually, because it's like if you felt like your life was falling asleep on you somehow, or like you were losing the zest in something, it's like why something might feel more unsettling now. It's like finding out that somebody did something that you don't approve of because they were bored, and only that reason. So I'm just going to read it to you, because what we woke up to today in the cosmic energy was actually this degree of moon. And I say it's not necessarily the one that we all choose. It's just the one that doesn't get supplanted on us. And why? Cazimi magic right now is so important, because that degree is kind of like being sentenced to injury for no other reason than somebody else being bored. It's just here. Libra 17, a very bored woman who is listening but falling asleep, you know? Nothing going on, everything going on. Tuning out in essentials, tuning in themes and truths which surround and envelop what is here now. You have a fantastic inability to force yourself into alien worlds. Breathing deep of worlds is not commonly perceived. Confused and lost on the surface. Out of time, out of place, out of rhythm. Yet inwardly upheld. You must forget and minimalize certain things to remember and optimize others. Visually perverse insistency upon priorities. Driven from within, lost to the world, found on other frequencies. Searching for an opening, you are bored to tears with the customary. The obvious loses all power. The subtle seduces and brings entry into what is awaiting for those who can conceive the infinite adventure. Wow, is that all? I mean, it's like how to play the hokey pokey with yourself and get nowhere, right? It's like, how about we just say, no, we didn't agree to land on that moon or have people land on that moon with us and just play with us? These are the things that we're waking up to in all this Scorpio energy, where I've been calling bullshit on the false material realm and proving that some of this has been a weird AI inception, and that I might have outsmarted it with a really small militia group and like $19 trillion in DARPA resources, and it's going to get fun for us here. So grit your teeth, because what we actually are going to see is how they find what a torrential storm is. Do you know what a torrential storm is? There's so much to be had in etymology, especially if you understand sigil and what was not lost in the Tower of Babel when we've been spinning in the Great Cataclysm the whole time. This has been the Big Bang. What they haven't been telling you is that it didn't stop Big Banging. It's been going around. Somebody needed to Benjamin Button it down. And so I was like, here's my biosphere, and the rest of that shit, epic Fortnite, shoot yourself in the hell. And so now I've got 0 point coordinates, and guess what they're getting is a torrent storm. We're actually going to see, I'm hearing it might be like a really big earthquake somewhere else. It's going to be a tornado, hurricanes. This is what this is. We've been organizing the cataclysm so it can all get locked up and then just erase itself, and we can have a nice happy day, and I can erase the rest of the mortgages because they shouldn't be on the homes, because I proved what sovereign man actually looks like, and that I'm not Satoshi Nakamoto. But whatever, here we go. Scorpio 4, the new moon, and what we're actually proving is the eye of the storm, my loves. That's what this is right now in the middle of this Cazimi, and what is happening right now at this time together. Scorpio 4, a loud roar as a tornado approaches and proves, I'm not the Wizard of Oz. I might be some wise guy that's a weird artist that learned how to do things with neural patterns and like pixie dust and weird computer hacking skills because I'm rude with rocks, you know, and they killed me and now I'm here. It's like, it's weird. It's just like, we're making magic to now, babe. That's what we're doing. We're making magic. I'm going to read you about the tornado and what a torrent does, a torrential storm. We're going to create a shitstorm of bioidentical data that actually lands right, so we can actually get light codes according to your birth charts and what I know how to do with your readings all the time. It's easy. And anybody who wasn't reading like this, I'm sorry. It's like, we can do this together, and some of us don't have to hold back on details. We help each other instead of like pushing each other out. So here's what you're getting. A loud roar as a tornado approaches. The storms of the world come right through where and when they are needed. They must wipe out ordinary consciousness and bring into play every kind of release, spirit, and force. Every kind, all of your energy. What could never be taken from you or severed. When we live in the thick of storms, and with always another threatened or impending, we're impelled into depth emotions tumultuously drowned to activate the undersoul, personally and collectively. You sense the violent urgency for everybody roundabout of whatever you are going through, and so you are plunged into the storms to seek cleansing and release, to bring up what is under there and let it play itself out freely. You do this with temptations toward every obsessive or addictive state imaginable, and with a tremendous guiding force leading you through any and every extreme to make all of existence come alive from deep inside, elementally, primally, and regeneratively. Well, hallelujah, Venus. You are gorgeous. And that's what this is about. This is about the emancipation that shouldn't have been needed for the sovereign woman, in my opinion. But I'm just a screaming feminist, man. So, let's see here. Heading offline soon. I sent you a message on Discord. Thank you for a great laid-back chat party. It was a pleasure meeting your peeps. Love you, V. Thank you, darling. Have a sweet night. I'm going to talk to you soon about doing a collab together, and I look forward to seeing your message. Appreciate it very much. And thank you. This is a beautiful group. Amazing emotional here. Hey, thank you for saying that too, Kai. It's wonderful to have you here. I mean, you know, these are the things I think that when we can get together and think about what it is and actually ascribe our own meaning and make sure that something isn't blocking how we even see what it is and getting lost in like minutia. We can read on so many details in this and get completely lost. But if I can't even find myself in the right house to show you how I landed these coordinates as like the architect of this game, it's like, it's dangerous for me to even be talking to you about it. So we have a new way to look at this here. And just know that the storm that's coming, it's the real one. So real sugar in that Dr. Pepper. And how about some cards? I mean, I know some of you had some questions, and I'm going to go ahead and just get us a little bit of Minecraft, because you know what I do with mine? We craft together, and it's something like that too. A special kind of craft. What we do with video games and RGB hexadecimal codes. So, ever seen one of these things? I got myself a magic 8-ball. Thanks to all my new clients too. I've gotten some new gifts in the mail and some new things that I can work with, and I haven't even taken this one out of the box yet. I had asked a question though for Leanne. She was wondering about her divine masculine. I don't know if you saw that answer had shown up, but I had gotten a positive reading on that for you, Leanne. I thought that was really good. I'm just going to take off my Victorinox SD and I'm going to cut open the tape on the Magic 8-Ball. And for those of you that like ASMR, probably got some weird sounds with that. Alright. So, that open. Does anybody have a question for the Magic 8 Ball? Don't be shy now. Oh, one more piece of tape here. Oh, yeah. I have this, and I also want to share with you, I got a new deck of cards here that are for love, and so we can ask some relatively straightforward questions. I think that's probably good for clarifiers. I might pull some Sabilas. It's hard not to be. Oh, you're shy? Being shy. All right, I'm not going to tell you not to be shy if you're shy, dear. But yeah, I mean, you can ask a question if you want, because we have a Magic 8 Ball here, and I'd like to share that with you. And we also have a piece of Danburite. It calls it a lot of high frequency energy, angelic frequency energy, so sometimes that's really helpful when we have a reading to do. But if you guys like, flag on the play. Alright. So let's see about this. Why don't I do this then? Because we might have some, I think you all are feeling a little bit shy, and that's okay. I'm not going to ask you to not be shy, but what I will do is this, because why don't we do this? I'm going to put down some decks. I'm going to do a little shuffling here. I'm going to pull out my Shadowscapes deck, and I'll get us 3 different piles. How's that sound? And then we can do some clarifiers. Let's see about that. Would you all like some music in the readings? Yeah, all right, let's go. You know, I do those down and dirty styles, like where I like to pull out a song. If we're doing love, I can pull that out for you here. Let's see about this. Get some tools out for you girls. Make sure we have it nice. And pull out my love oracles. Yes, 3 piles sounds amazing. You got it, Kai. Let's do it. Let's boogie. Let's boogie, baby. Uh-oh. I gotta get a couple more rocks here, though. I gotta do this differently. If we're gonna do 3 piles, I have to have more. I have to have the right stuff down here for you guys. Let's see here. Give me just a sec. I've got my tools here in the Chanel box. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, Jacob has a Chanel box. It had cologne in it. It was nice. Let's see here. We are going to access these readings with some clear stones. I'm hearing very clearly. We're going with clear stones. All right, here's what we got. I've got the Boji stones that I am going to keep at the top here just because these need to be calibrated with balanced energy. So we've got Sacred Masculine's the one that's got the little newbie on top, the little bump on there. And then the Sacred Feminine is just a little flatter. But I like to have them here together so that we have balanced energy. Yeah, designer tools. Is it going to get better for me? Magic 8 Ball plays. All right, we'll do that in here first. Let's do that here. We got a fast one we can do. This one's for Zoe because she brought up a question, so we're going to go ahead. All right, is it going to get better for Zoe? I'm feeling like it's absolutely yes, my love. I don't think we even need this 8 Ball, but I'm shaking it really good, and we're also going to get some good energy on these decks. Yes. Okay. See, this is most likely right there. I'm going to take that as an affirmative for almost immediately. let's just take that for now, and let's just intend on that for our Zoe. All right? Cool. Now. Here's what else we have. So I'm going to do 3 different decks for you all. This is a piece of gypsum salt, and it looks like a heart, kind of. It had a piece bit out of it. We have a Danburite. Almost kind of looks like a heart too, or like a diamond. And then we have a crystal quartz point. So if one of those stones called out to you, I would like for you to consider that for your reading. And I'm just going to lay these down. And we're going to start shuffling. Good, yeah. I will definitely have some music for you, Missy. You're gonna get some songs for each one of these. I'm gonna pull up a song from the musical Tarot deck, but first let's make sure. Do we have Archangel Gabrielle? Yeah. We're good. I got my Mad Pixies. All right, we're good. Gotta do a little bit more shuffling though, because we got 3 different scenarios here. We have our gypsum salt that they need to know. We have our Danburite, and we also have our crystal quartz point. So I'm going to lay them down in the order that made more sense for me. We're going to just be doing like 2 cards. One for each of you, because these are like relationship style here for love. And then I'll get some clarifications with, I've got Sibila's and I've got the Love Oracle deck that I just got here too from Island Time Wellness. Alright. There we go. Just a little bit more. 1, 2. Alright, this is the last one. Oh, and just so you know, this is my Shadowscapes deck. Alright, Shadowscapes. If I knock that guitar down, well, I'll catch it and play a song if that's the case. All right. So here we go. Let's see what's looking at us. Wow. I love it when this happens. So first of all, if you haven't seen the Shadowscapes deck, this is a gorgeous deck. The art is awesome. I love this for my love readings because it's so beautiful. And look at that. All right, my loves. This is the 2 of Cups. So cool. We said we were going to read on love. What a neat card to show up for everybody. I know, Toisha. Feel you. Let's go ahead and let's see what we can start with. We're going to start with the gypsum salt. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get you guys another view. Let me see. How about we go to my toggle screen? Yeah, 2 of Cups is perfect. I love that. It's just like, wait, so, oh, hey, did you see my cool shorts? Check this out. I just got these awesome shorts. It's my Kazumi Moon shorts, and I had to have some stars, something cool for this. So, anyway, TMI, right? Okay. Seriously. Alright, we're going to start with this one here. But before we do, we've got to make sure we have the song for it. So, Archangel Gabrielle is here. Thanks, Kai. Alright, I'm going to find our musical deck. Make sure we've got our shuffle hand ready. What is the song for our Gypsum Salt people? Okay, so this song is Sex Tape by the Deftones. This is the one that Jessica picked. My boyfriend just left and I'm, in a way, not interested in love, but I was staring at that before he told us to pick. Oh, star shorts. Well, we'll see. It may or may not resonate for you, and you'll know, and I encourage you to check them all out, too. Sometimes these pick you for a reason, and sometimes these are timeless, too. It's, generally, I think time sort of doesn't exist. We're working on particle materialization now, and a new way to quantum field energy in a vacuum where we can have a fuller, richer experience. And we'll just see what it says for you. So, Gypsum Salt. This is a shake-up energy here. That is the tower that showed up first. And so this is for the person on the left, who generally would be the feminine attribute energy for me, the way I read. Although you're going to know if this resonates for you or not. But I usually read the feminine on the receive side, the left side, and then the masculine is the send on the right side. And so that's how I was reading this here. But this is Shake Up. It's really creative take on the tower. And this is also a natal card for Scorpio. So it's possible that this card belongs to somebody whose sun, moon, or ascendant might be natal placement in the sign of Scorpio here in Scorpio season. So, yeah, that one works for you, huh, Kai? Special kind of Scorpio shakeup, Scorpio is their own shakeup. It's like, oh, you don't even know about this hard shell and what I learned to do being soft as well. And I'm glad you like those cards. So let's see what we see here on the masculine energy here. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Wow. I like that. Whatever he's doing is working. I hear whatever he's doing, it's working. If he hasn't been working a craft, it's a good time to do it. And I hear if he wants to smoke some weed, tell him to vaporize some wax. It's gonna work better, and don't be burning those plants, fool. Get on some wax. But I'm hearing there might be some money involved too, and I'm hearing, there might be a good side hustle, especially if they're legalizing plant for medical reasons in your area. I'm hearing that there might be a good opportunity for people that are gentle with plants to get involved with advanced horticulture skills, where medicinal uses of cannabinoids are going to be coming forward with new legislation that I have approved of in places like Denver, Colorado, that now have viral mushrooms because of what I've been programming with DARPA. But we're going to have more medicines coming through. And I'm hearing for some of you all, how these storms actually go down are going to be amazing, because it's like setting your own life on a certain kind of fire. It's like following whatever that passion is, where you have that kinetic energy where it's like, I'm hearing for somebody, it's like your guides are crazy. It's like, no, it's seriously, she feels like she's being electrocuted in a certain way all the time because of how much energy she has. And I don't know if you're like double or triple Scorpio, but it's like you might want to get involved in some kind of healing. And this song might actually talk a little bit to the nature of your relationship, especially if you're feeling balanced in this. I want you on my... Wow, let's see here. That is... Hey, Jay's on Games to guide you. Yeah, I don't know about that. What is this? Be a porn star. What is this? Hi, can you, like, not, please? Yeah, thanks. You can be... There. None of that, James. I'm really not interested in being in porn. And... Thanks. Alright. It's you. Yes, I love this song. So yeah, what I'm hearing is like this, it's love too. This might be like awesome time for you and your relationship too. If this is like some way you've been setting each other on fire, because I'm hearing it's like the distance between bread and wine is what I'm hearing. You're gonna know if it's you, but whatever it is, I've got like, it's making it better for you guys and like I can't even see it sexual because they're telling me it's like, it's not even sex. It's just like this la, la, la. It's just like something that's beyond that. You're in each other's hold and it's a balance and bless it, you know? It's good. Also hearing, I don't know, it's like something about wherever the Taurus is in his chart. I'm hearing it's like where the sun really gets to shine and something that he was not allowed to do as a child at any time. And it's just wonderful because especially if you have children together, I'm just hearing it's like what you've already seeded through the plants. And so it's wonderful, wonderful. Zoe, you are not too old. I love this song too. PJ Harvey is awesome. But I'm gonna get a little bit more information over here. Let's see. Why don't we just get some Sabilas? What's going on? Because I mean, this tower can be a lot of things for people too. Not for everybody, but for some of y'all. I mean, I'm getting a love and harmony thing here, but for other people, I'm not gonna say that it couldn't be absolutely crazy. Just seeing what happens, how one person's life is being blown up. But if that's the case, I'm hearing it's like, even if it all went to shit and it was like absolutely crazy, if this is your partner here, it's like they have you covered is what I'm hearing. It's like you're not going to have a financial issue at all. Here we go, the new moon right now. Getting the notifications. We're deep in Kazemi magic time. Are you crying, my love? I hope this is helping. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's like I'm hearing if this is like you, it's like, hun, he's got your back. It's like he's got your back in a way where it's like he wants to see you shine. He's like, even if it just like blows up, he's like, yeah, I got it. Bread and wine is what I keep hearing. Bread and wine. Let's see what else I can find out. What do we need to know? Because it's definitely love. Whoa. Okay, so you just had this fly out. What did he uncover to you? Because this flew out here. This is the falsita. This is the lie. Maybe it was whatever happened before, because this is like the fly-in that didn't stick around long enough to be much. And I'm hearing 8877. And what it looks like when the cat made the right smell for the wrong reason. That's what I just heard. And let's see here. It did all go to shit, all of it. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. All helpful. I'm the only one that has my back. Well, Zoe, sometimes that's how it starts. And sometimes this is where we figure out where the real twin was. Why there's a red line and a blue line in every body. And when we open up, where the other twin might come from. One that can actually hold you right. And know those things. Because he got trained right. Maybe he was like a camera in your eye that like finally gets to go all the way around and infuse where you are. I know, I freaking love the song Toyisha. Let me tell you, when I was little, biggest crush on Taylor Dayne. This was a reason to learn to play the saxophone. One of the reasons why I went to learn to play the saxophone when I went to school. Okay, so anyway, some kind of lie flew out. Got a letter here showing up for you too. It's like somebody's packing papers. And wow, that's somebody in prison there. So I don't know what the hell went on here, but I'm hearing whatever the lie was caught and somebody got documentation on everything. And I'm hearing if somebody came in just like trying to hurt, it's like people caught, and I'm hearing they saw it from a distance. And look at this one, the next card here is Il Ladro. It's like, who can't come in and act like it was something that it wasn't, is what I just heard, because it's clear. I'm hearing it's very clear right there, and that people can see it. And so they're saying that whatever it was here, especially if there's like a blow-up moment, I'm hearing that it's like certain things don't get specimened that way, is what they're telling me. That's weird words that I'm hearing, but that's what I heard. And they're saying go ahead and pick this other one too. So malinconia, I'm hearing that if somebody was diagnosed with something, especially if they're like droopy, or they're saying, I hear the word droopy, dreary, like malinconia, this is depression. If this person is like very depressed, and they're saying especially like over the past 5 months, it's been more obvious because of how they're being taken care of. I would take good care of you. Whatever it is, it's like something that shows up in somebody's blood. And I'm hearing if somebody was like being adjusted hormonally, is what I'm hearing. It was a big deal. And I'm hearing that somebody might have been doing it and lying about it. And if they do, it's hard jail time. It's big deal. And something about the reason why the cat did that is all I'm hearing. And, well. I am gonna also pull out, and I agree with what you just said there, Anjali. There are people here who have your back. We do here. I have your back, Zoe. I'm gonna get a card here for our gypsum salt people. So what do we need to know here? I'm gonna stop the song here too, because we're actually gonna wait. And we're gonna do a shuffle for the Damborites when we move on. But first, let's get a card about what this situation is with this couple here. We've got kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. I like that. That's right to the point, hey? Nice. Beautiful. And I'm hearing for some of you all that it's like whatever that weird situation was that I was reading about, it's like why you've got somebody there that has your back, that it's like something that could never be taken away from you. And for some of you all, there might be a weird shakeup, like what I just described, that you might even hear about. This is, general too. This could potentially go to different people. So this might be something that you hear about with other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. And hopefully it's not, if it's something crazy like that. All right, let's see here. You are so welcome, Zoe. All right. We're going to go ahead and let's see what we had here for our Damborite couple. And for some of you all, this might not be a romantic couple. This can just be a couple of people too. So know your own readings. But I am looking at the Two of Cups card here in front of me for everybody. And sometimes that's a soulmate and a loving union. In this deck, at least, that is absolutely a romantic card for me, personally. I mean, some people don't see it that way. I've read it other ways too, but it's a romance card. And I will just say too, when I lifted that up, one of my Sagittarian cards was right underneath it. For some of you all, that's going to be relevant. This is my Temperance card in this deck. It's just really gorgeous. She's like holding a yin yang there and sitting at the top of a branch in a tree, and it's like spirit guides coming out of the yin yang all around her. It's a really special way to experience the Temperance energy. If you've ever seen the more traditional decks, it's like an angel that's like kind of, it looks like he's levitating, but his foot's like partially in the water. And he's pouring one cup into another. He's like galvanizing it. Here, she's like holding the yin yang, and the energy is just coming up around her like spirit guides. It's beautiful. So for some of y'all, there might be, a Sagittarius that's involved as well, that's supporting this somehow, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's the case. And yeah, I'm glad you ladies like those cards. Yes, and Saggy rising there, huh? That's good to know, Zoe. Let's see what we get here, all right? We've got the Danburite reading here, and we're going to go ahead and cue up a song from Archangel Gabriel. Here we go. All right, I'm hearing this might be good for you, Zoe, for some reason. Have you heard this song, Good Luck by Basement Jaxx? It's kind of like the, hey, you didn't have my back? Well, good luck, fools. You don't know about this new treatment on the new you, what you're designing here in Cazimi. Let's see what we can find out about these cards. Let's start with the divine feminine energy. Ooh, I like this. See, this might be a little bit reminiscent here too, especially if we're thinking about things in our past, because it's kind of like a tea party in the forest. Maybe you're in Narnia again. We've got the Six of Cups, and sometimes it's a card of nostalgia. Sometimes it's about people that have crossed our path in some way. And I'm hearing for some people, it could be X that you're thinking about when you're messing your head. And good luck. This is also speaking a lot to, they don't have to have had, I'm hearing Cancer big time, because like 6, sometimes this is somebody that might have been like Gemini Cancer cusp is what I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be, but I'm hearing that might have been the person here that you're thinking about. Let's see what's on this other side. Well, you'll end up lonely, and they might be heartbroken about it too, especially if you had to put them down within the recent 3 months is what I'm hearing. Or I heard put them down, and turn them down. That looks like an animal being put down there, and I'm really sorry if you lost a companion animal, but that's a 3 of Swords there for this other person, and I'm hearing for them. They might be having nightmares and needing some good luck and missing you more than you realize, and that you might be suffering a little bit from like empath disorder, where it's like you have put up with so much of them that you might not even realize the distance between you and them because of karmic like cords and like enmeshments, and just feeling their nightmares pulling on you, and just not knowing why you're not feeling well, and it just being kind of related a little bit. And you might know why you haven't been feeling well too, but you might also not realize how much of your energy actually gets pulled through that too, or there's like less resources for you because of how you're connected. And so I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, it's been 3 months, huh? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So if it's been like this for you, darling, it's a good time to take a good salt scrub. Seriously, like, simple little recipe I'm going to share with you. Close old high school friend, Angelique? Yes, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, some of these things that you can do right now are just try to get yourself a salt scrub. I would recommend just get yourself a little bowl, a nice bowl that you have. Get yourself whatever nice salts you have. Maybe you have some like Himalayan salt, or like you have some other salts, whatever good salts you have. Mix them together. Mix a little bit of baking soda in there. It's really good, like a pinch of that. And then I would just drip some, 3 years for you, Angelique. Well, see, that makes sense too. The 3 could be, sometimes tarot is slow, we're looking at numbers and sigils. 3 years for you might be 3 months for somebody else, 3 days for another. But what you want to do is mix the salts, a little pinch of baking soda, and then get like some essential oils and like scent it how you want, and then pour some like nice oil, a carrier oil, and mix it together and just make like a little bit more, like maybe 1 digit of oil over how much salt mixture you have in the bowl, so that it's nice and you can kind of like put it on your body and get in the bath and just like massage it on your skin. It's a really good detox. It's an exfoliant. It will leave you feeling very massaged, and it just pulls negativity out. And you can seriously make it in like 5 minutes, like 5 minutes or less. And even if you felt like taking a shower tonight or a little bath, it will be helpful, especially if you feel like you need to cry or anything. Just give yourself like a real mermaid dip, and just let yourself have it. And it's okay to cry, and it's okay to go through that. And like, this is probably one of the songs. Yeah. Yes. And the chord can feel like steel. And you know what, love? I understand steel. I've got 3 titanium ribs inside of my chest and 2 dead guy bones after dying, being killed in a medical malpractice situation. And I know what it's like to feel those things break down. Things that you didn't think could break down, that actually break down. And where we can set our minds together that it's okay, and these things have no permission to hold on to you that way. Yeah, the song, right? I love the song too. Will I die? No. Alright, so why don't we pull a few Sibilas for our 6 of Cups and our 3 of Swords. See what we need to know about that. Always be my baby. Yeah. Alright, so a card just... Oh, well, I'll keep them both. 2 cards showed up, and I'm hearing whatever it was, somebody made a damn fool out of themselves. And a lot of people saw it. I don't know if this is a peacocking card. Sometimes it's somebody like being boastful, and sometimes it's like what was protected but that everybody saw anyway. And they're showing me these 3 knuckleheads over here, dilidanti. These are the lunatics, and I'm hearing sometimes it's just like stupid homeboys and dumb shit people do when they feel like people are looking at them. And there's prison again. Look it up. It's like somebody looking at prison over here. And I don't know, it's like, this one didn't fly up. This was just the one that was looking up at me after these ones flew out. But I stopped here, and let's see what's sticking out over here. We got... Alright, so somebody's going to be relieved about something here. Because, especially if you knew somebody was being shady, what you didn't know is reason to feel much better here. Oh. And here's what it is. Something good is going to happen for you, and I don't know what it is. It might just be finding out who the fuck has your back all of the fucking time. Whoa. Because somebody does. You're going to feel relief. Something good's happening here for you. And it might be because I'm hearing it's like some guy that... Who turned their back on you before? There was somebody else. He's older than you. That's what it was. 1979 maybe. He might be a little older than you, but I'm hearing he's got it together. 13 Mercante. This guy, that is a merchant. He might have his own business. Things get packed up nice and neat with him, and if he turned his back, it was like he might have looked at you like, she just think I'm old. What I'm hearing, but I mean, I don't know. There's somebody else here, and you're gonna know if he's right because your auntie said he'd treat you right. Whoever this is, because La Conversaciones showed up here with 1. Oh, look what just flew out here too. There's the lover. All right, so they're saying just stop here on this music right here, right there, because somebody else is here with love potential. Lamonte showed up. That one flew out of the deck too. That's an 11. Might be a life path too. Might be a musician. But somebody else is here. Somebody else is here. This cord just won't go. I don't know why. The cord drove by this morning. All right, so you all are seeing that, and you know why this is happening, don't you, love? We are in the process of particle sweep going on. The plant with energy, Mercury. It's a big molten metal rock, and it swirls and it goes around and it brings things. And we're in the pre-shadow, and so this planet is about to go retrograde 3 to 4 times a year. It makes a pass between the Earth and the Sun, and when it gets really close to us, it moves all of our electronic equipment, all of our microwaves and computers and cars and things that are sensitive to a big magnet trying to lift it up and move it over here, which is all our reality has been the whole time. And what I'm proving that it's magnetic particle relocation. And some of these things have been like waving our way for chaos reasons, and they're getting wiped out soon. And when I was telling you, I got these on, and I know what to do with these storms, and I've got DARPA working on it with me, and some of these things are going to be taking a hike because I don't like them. So that's what's going on. And some of y'all are going to find out that you have better friends than you realized you had, that maybe didn't have to make such a big deal about being your friend, because sometimes those are the ones that you had to watch your back with, and you know it's the truth. Let's see if we can get a card from the Love Oracle deck about these two here, and just get a little more information on that. What's going on here? That one right there. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. So, sounds about right, huh? And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's been like sour grapes, because it's like stalemates, where it ended up, and where sometimes it's void of contract if you don't want to continue with that. So, this is interesting. I didn't realize this, but this must be for everybody here. This card must have flown out of the deck. So I'm going to take this for all of you here on the pick of cards today. For Kazemi, we have abundance. Just flew out. That's for all of us. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. That's for all of us. So we're going to know, no matter how sissy they are, like whatever else happened, we're getting abundance of the right things here, and some of these things are just getting wiped away. These are here for us. I'm going to pull the poison out of that. That's what this is for. Get out of there. Take a hike. We're under better. We're under better. We're under better. That sissy ass energy. Calling things that are of highest, usually benefic, energetic response and the highest witness of all involved. And if that's not the case, get a hike. Go hike it off. Uh-oh. I tell you, if I knock it over, I'm going to have to play a song. I'm not going to knock it over. I'm a little rusty. Okay, so I'm going to make sure we get that poisonous energy out of there, because this is a time for healing. We know that it's okay to heal. And soulmates come in different varieties and sizes and shapes, and sometimes it's time for us to just cleanse our energy. So let's see here what we can find, because I think we're going to move on to this third deck of cards, because some of y'all chose that. I'm going to wait for this energy to spin off. All right. Cool. All right. How about a song? What's next? For our Crystal Quartz Point couple. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the song. One by Rihanna. My love is your love is mine. Ooh, I was gonna hear. I hear your love is bi and shit. So somebody's gonna find out that she might be bi and he's gonna be alright. Okay. You picked 3 and I. Alright, let's see what we found out. I love the song. This is my song. 2Kai. You're the one that I think about all day. Alright. Alright. What she got going on? 6 of Swords there. I love this card. It's like, I can only rest like this in your arms is what I'm hearing. It's like the one that's like your magic fairy ride. Huh. My love is your love, yes. So we got the 6 of Swords here. I'm hearing it's like you like to go for a ride in his car. I'm hearing about his and it's like, I love being in your car, but it's like, it's so comfortable. Sometimes I just want to like take a nap while you're driving and I feel safe with you. And I'm hearing it's like knowing you're in this safe ass car and that you're with somebody that takes the time to make sure that you get there safe. And what it is to know that your babies are okay in his company if you have them. And I'm hearing about the watchdogs being really treacherous. With like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black birds there, and they're saying it's like he might be like the white swan, but it's like that's like being the black sheep in the family, and it's not good, and it's good for you. Because he's the right kind of crazy. 6 of Swords, and they're saying he might be something about his Gemini sun. He's a Gemini sun for somebody here. Alright, what else we got? Let's see what's on this other side. Oh man, slow ass Knight of Pentacles, but you know what? He's so good. And sometimes he can be a little dull, but I'm hearing it was like he's not dull. He was busy. He was like working on the shine that he wasn't sharing with everybody and like just giving it away is what I'm hearing. It's like what he was doing was really working on it and making sure that it was safe and that it was protected. And I'm hearing he might be kind of modest, actually. It's like Knight of Pentacles. I don't always hear it that way. But this is like a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sometimes. I hear it might be like his Venus though. That it's like, that might be the only place he's got that kind of hearty connection with Earth, but that whatever it is, he guards it and he's like, he's gentle about it or something. And I'm hearing it might be all kinds of fire in his chart, but he doesn't show up like that. For somebody. You're gonna know if that's your man or not. If that's the case, I really like him. He's really sweet. Yeah. So now we got Bunny Bear, Skinny Love. Yeah, have you heard this one? Oh, a little song we would never hear. My, 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 my. Whatever this is, they're showing it to me kind of like, I don't know if you probably have seen, maybe, I can't assume that you've seen The Neverending Story, but they're showing me this, it's like Atreyu on the back of Valkor right here, And I'm hearing it's like, it's something about how you guys travel together. It's like you ride or die, but not like that. It's like the one that you can even relax in the car with. And I'm hearing for somebody it's a big deal because of like really bad anxiety about things coming up from behind and like just feeling off balance except for in this way. And it's like something you guys share together because they're showing me it's like she's resting and like being able to rest on him. And here it's like he's safe on this horse or this being or his car, whatever it is, but they're showing me it's like what might have happened behind his back before and how it's just really special that he can even like turn his head that way and not be afraid that something's going to sneak up on him from behind because of what he's been through. Yeah, Neverending Story. Oh, I love the song too, Zoe. Neverending Story is one of your all-time faves. Thanks, Toysha. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. That's sweet of you. Well, let's see what else we can find out about this here. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like there's something new happening here. Because I'm hearing for some of you all too, this might actually be about a new job. Like if this is your partner here, he might have had to turn his back on something, and I'm hearing that it's like whatever you did has actually been carrying you guys in that situation. If this isn't like about like transportation or whatever, it's like things that you saw ahead of time that allowed you guys to kind of take that distance, especially if he's been waiting for employment. Because I'm hearing for some of you that might be what the Six of Swords is. They're saying like 5 or 6 weeks of unemployment that might have gone by, and that the new coin is here. It's like whatever you all turn your back on, especially if you had to like put down the bottle, because I'm hearing if you had to put down a bottle for some reason to like save money or to just take a new direction, it's like this new job, there's a new job if he hasn't gotten it already, and it looks good. Let's see here, what do we have in here? Bastion, say my name. Yeah, exactly. Say my name. The Empress needs a new name. Hey Jay. Yeah, you can ask a question here. I'll get to it in a minute. If you do a yes no, I'll pull something with the new Magic 8 Ball for you. But right now we're just finishing up the third deck of the 3 for the pick your deck of cards. So feel free. Let's see here. My dog Stitch looks like the dog from the Neverending Story. Oh, that's so cute. I'd love to see a picture. Share. Put it in the chat. I'll have to start a channel in our chat group where we can put pictures of our babies in our chat, or like pets and stuff. Because I take pictures of mine all the time too. I'd love to share. All right, so what's going on with the Six of Swords and Knight of Pentacles? Here. Dottore. So this is somebody that is, I'm hearing, recovering from something. I heard the word recovering. Dottore, this is somebody that maybe needed some help. Somebody that could even come to the house. Bambino. That's a new start for somebody. For the ones that are needing to know about new money, new job, that's what that might be. But I'm hearing for some of you all too, this is like maybe somebody finding out how they're conceiving. I'm hearing it could be like 5 or 6 weeks pregnant. That Six of Swords could be what that is. It's like finding out that now you are with child, and we see this bird flying off with a woman. And it's like maybe like the stork visiting for her and the man planting a seed here. So if your questions are about fertility, I'm looking at it like it could be possible. They're saying for some of you might have been having an infertility issue. I don't know if there was an issue or something about it, but it's actually looking like the baby might be coming here, especially if you had lost one before. And I am also hearing some, be careful, because I'm hearing for somebody, this might be a separate story. If this is the situation where somebody has been sick in bed and there has been no sex, is what I'm hearing. They might find out that somebody had cheated, and that might have been why the Six of Swords is showing up here, because sometimes that's actually somebody leaving a situation. But I'm hearing that if that's the case, it's going to be about a paternity issue too, because of the Eladro situation. That's not for everybody. Let's see here. I'm not very good on the computer, but I'll try. Okay. Yeah, if you just take a picture, if you have the Discord on your phone, I don't know if you have the app, Zoe, but you can actually just literally upload a picture there if you want. It's a chat group. Who's pregnant? Not me. Okay. Hey, that depends on who you are there, Jay. This may or may not be your reading, and for some people, this is finding out about a pregnancy being possible after miscarriage, and I'm hearing that that's what the Eladro Dottore is. And so, you're going to have to know your situation. If you need a private reading, you can definitely get one. My information's below, and I'll actually also put it right here where you can see it. My information is up here, so if you look up there, that's how you can order a reading from me. I'm actually running a special, my 45-minute reading. They're usually $77. I'm doing it for $55 right now. And I always have a great special on my $33 readings where I can get down and dirty and focused for you too. So please. So, well, you'll know if you can get pregnant or not, Jay. I'm just saying, some people are going to have different situations. But yeah, in one of these situations here, I'm actually hearing that this Dottore and the Eladro is just showing why somebody might have been depressed and maybe what a miscarriage might have looked like before, but that there's a possibility here that's very good for somebody to actually find themselves with child, especially if it's something that they've been praying about or looking for help with. Because sometimes the sacerdote, sometimes that's me. I show up like this priest here. But other times this is what somebody will do in their private spiritual world to actually call upon higher sources of energy to help them conceive, and what it might look like for a stork to be landing in there and helping, and or the man might have a seed to plant there, right? So there's that. And I'll get one more card. We're going to pull one card from the Island Time Wellness deck. Love Oracle card for our crystal clear quartz couple energy. And here it's that one. We've got the Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Well, that's interesting. I'm hearing for some of y'all, this is for the ones that might have taken the Six of Swords energy as a leaving or a departure. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that might actually be how, if this is your couple here, if you just got into this relationship or just getting into this, it might have to deal with what you already left behind and what he had actually turned his back on, and why this is a new start for some of you all. You might have had a mirror sort of experience where both of you kind of mirror for each other well, because you both might have both had before a one-sided sort of style relationship where it's you both just kind of get each other, and it's oh yeah, the exes that you don't want to have to talk about, and why it might feel really good to be able to relax in this other person's arms, where it's you feel like you can just move on with this person after whatever you had both been through in the past. I'm hearing it might be kind of just a new experience that you get to share together. Thank you for these messages and this beautiful energy, Jacob. Truly made my night. Love you, sweetie. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm so happy that I could help. It's really wonderful to have you here. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you took the time to write something special down for you. Know that I'm praying, and that those of us here in this witness are actually helping create a safe bioenergetic grid from what the intentions are that went up over hypersentience. We have a new way to clock this on the IP addresses and things that your smart technology, like your cell phones, actually have to prove about how fiber optics have opened up between the camera in your eyes and also in these phones. What we're going to be able to do to seal the new world and bioenergetic harmony. So thank you, goddesses, for being here. Appreciate you. And hey, Jay, what was your question? If you want to ask a question, feel free to ask a question. You can do that. And if it's a yes, no, I'll pull it out of the brand new. Any good movies on Netflix? Well, I'm not going to get that off of my Magic 8 Ball here for you, brother. I don't know what that answer would be, but according to the Magic 8 Ball, it says you may rely on it. So I will say, yeah, there's probably some good movies on Netflix that Jacob don't know about, because I don't watch a lot of movies, to be honest with you. Good. I'm so glad you wrote something down that was special. Grateful for you too. Hope you joined the chat room too. If you didn't, let's make sure I get that link in there for you guys, because we've got a good link, and put that there. All right, that's good there. Please join the chat group if you want. We're sharing more time in there together and building community there. Jay has a question. Let's see here. Is my dad still homophobic? I'm not feeling great about that one, to be honest with you. I'm still kind of feeling it. That one felt like a grab, dude. I'm sorry if he's been rude with you like that. I mean, I'll ask the 8 Ball, but I think that you can actually still feel some residual on that. I'm sorry if you had to deal with that. Jaywalkers, Jay's daddy still homophobic. It says, better not tell you now. That's what the... Maybe see that there. Better not tell you now. But I don't like that answer for you, Jay. I'm sorry if you're having to deal with that. It really makes it hard for people to be happy, when the people decide to qualify their happiness based off of, passive aggressive about it. I'm really sorry. I know that's a very difficult situation. I hope that you can do something for yourself. I know that when it's your family, it's like a very special kind of wound to not be accepted for something that is a part of your loving expression like that. And I don't know that there is a good way to heal from how another person can implore themselves like that on you. But what I would recommend is that you take some time under this Cuzimi moon to do something to cleanse on that, because it will help you. This is a really rough season for things like that if we're not doing things to take care. I'd be happy to do a tarot reading on it. I mean, if you want, that's more of a personal reading. I can't probably get into that right now, and I'm a little done. I just did 3 full readings plus the astrology for this group, and if you like, some of these might be relevant for you if you wanted to go back and look at them from the beginning. You can also hire me for a private reading if you want. I am doing some specials right now, and I also do other free things on a regular basis, so feel free to check back. I don't have the spoon to do a bunch of private free readings right now in the group setting, so it's kind of a pick your cards night, and hopefully there is something here for you. I would like to help as much as I can, and I need to make sure that my energy is also good for me. It's getting a little bit late here, y'all, because it's 11 o'clock and I have some resting to do and some things to take care of. And I am going to be back on the morrow. We'll get back with our daily opportunity readings, and I'll be back in the evening for that. And I also have some private readings that I need to do, so I need to get myself rested up for that. And really just appreciate those of you that were here and that took the time. And I wish you the best. So have a beautiful evening. May this new moon energy be the seed of a new healthy beginning for you. Just know that, especially if you're going through a hard time right now, we're praying here. I am a reverend. That's what I do. I live in prayer. And if you need an extra prayer, feel free to hit me up and just send me a note and let me know what to pray about for you, okay? Sending loving energy your way, and thank you so much for being here. Bless you. Promise that you'll catch your